Business, right? Who's some of your mentors?
Chris McCarron was definitely a big one because he was the one that started the jockey school, and like he was the first like big name that I learned from. So I would say he was a big mentor for me. And then coming out of the school, it's just been everybody that I've worked with so far. Like I've learned from everybody and like each barn that I've worked for. I have a lot of people that I look up to, I guess, in the business. Rosie Napravnik obviously was always, I wouldn't say she's a mentor, but she was somebody that I idolized because I wanted to be just like her. And even now, like I said, I wanted to get more into like off-track thoroughbreds, and so she's one that's kind of like, she was big into racing, you know, she was a huge name obviously, and now she's kind of going on to do something that I would like to do as well. So
Right, well, what got you started in horse racing?
I used to watch it. My dad turned on horse racing when I was a kid and just started watching it there. Thoroughbred racing, Triple Crown races, yeah, all the big ones. Watched it every year. That's the only racing that I thought existed.
Wow.
But then I got more into it. I actually went to this jockey school out in Kentucky. That was my plan, because Missouri, like, there's no horse racing in Missouri, so I couldn't get started at a farm or anything like that. I just decided to move to Kentucky when I got out of high school, and there was this jockey school. It's still out there, called the North American Racing Academy, and that's what I decided to apply for, and that's how I got my start.
When you go to jockey school, like, what they teach you there?
It gets you a 2-year college degree, but we also did a lot. Chris McCarron was there, so he would like get us on an equicizer and teach us our form, and then we rode every day, like 3 sets. We got on a few horses each day, just like old school horses, and we learned from there. And then we started freelancing at this training center in Lexington, and went on to do like internships, and just kind of spiraled from there.
What was that thing that bug that bit you said, I'm staying forever now?
I just liked it. I like being around the barn. I still like being around the barn. Love riding horses. So I knew that's what I wanted to do from the beginning. And it took me a while, but I got better as I took on more jobs around the track. I got a little bit better and just got hooked.
And what's some of the jobs that you did since you've been here?
Well, I rode for the most part. For the, I don't know, I guess I started the school in like 2010. I rode up until 2017 and galloped race horses, like worked at farms, broke babies. I rode races for a little while.
And how you got with Chad Brown?
It just kind of, one thing led to another. I worked for Christophe Clement for a while, and he just saw me out at the track. I was just here every day. I just showed up, and he told me about the job and offered that to me, and I took it. So it seemed like a good spot.
And how is it working for Chad?
It's really cool, yeah. He's one of the best trainers in the country, and you can see, like, it's just a bunch of quality people, quality horses. It's a great spot, so it's been a good opportunity for me.
No, he's a cool guy. And
what's cool.
What's the best thrill in this life for you so far?
Riding horses, just in general, that was a huge thrill for me. I miss riding horses. And working up to being a jockey, even though I didn't like being a jockey, actually, it was just like kind of an accomplishment that I did. That I made it, you know, I felt like I made it.
Did you have a favorite horse to ride?
I had a lot of favorites, actually. Yeah, probably, I'm trying to think of one. I had a few. Like, I had this one filly named Best Performance that I galloped. And she went on to the Breeders' Cup and ran a really good second in the Breeders' Cup. Lowell was another good one that I rode. She was difficult to gallop, but she ended up being a pretty good horse, so that was cool. I had a ton of fillies, actually. I rode a lot of good fillies for Christophe that I just got really attached to, rode every day. I had a lot of favorites. I don't know if I could just name one.
What's the daily grind of this business? Like, because you know the name of this program is the real players inside the Backstretch, right? How important is the men and women?
So important. Yeah, and that's why our team here, like, we have such good people. They show up every day. You know, we've got a really reliable group of people. Just, I mean, it's a tough life because it's early mornings, like 7 days a week. I mean, we get days off here now, but still, it's just long days, a lot of hours. So,
and you gotta love this job, huh?
I love it. Yeah, I like being around it here.
And so, what's your aspirations in this life to grow, and like your ideal dream job in this business would be?
I'm actually still trying to figure that out, because now I've just seen a bunch of different sides of the business. I used to, you know, I wanted to be a really good jockey, and now that's not in the cards anymore. So I don't know. I doubt I'll train, but I kind of want to be involved with horses my whole life. I'd like to do more with horses off the track too. Like, I want to stay involved with racing, but I kind of have more goals with off the track thoroughbreds now too. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.